what's up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty, here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Today, once again, powered by my awesome sponsor over at Elgato. Ladies and gentlemen, if you take a little look down below in the description, there is always a link to my Elgato profile page. Over there, you can learn more about the products that I use to help make my videos every single day, what is in the Lasty setup, and of course, you can pick them up for yourselves if you are aspiring content creators. Thank you once again to Elgato. Let's get moving on into the episode. You can see we've got a few players missing from the squad because I was making some drastic changes, as always. I always do that. But first off, if you enjoy, hit me with a thumbs up. I'm looking for 1,000 to 2,000 likes on this episode. And of course, subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. How do we go about this then? Because at the moment, Lewandowski's not in the team. Tammy is. I don't know what to suggest. Let's put it off for a couple of minutes and do some daily logins and that sort of thing. The 90 plus icon player pick is something that I wanted to get done today. I'm going to take my watch off because it is constantly pinging in the group chat. I should have put that on mute, sorry. But I'm going to submit this squad right here for the 89 rated squad for the icon player pick. Fortunately for me, after doing the 84 by 30, I have tons of fodder. But by doing this sort of thing, it's going to rule me out of getting the likes of Kimpembe. But I just don't feel like I need him anyway. Like, yeah, he's probably better than anyone that I've got. But I've got so many different options that they will just do. And there will be better cards that come out over the rest of the summer, I'm sure of it. But will there be a time where I look back and I wish I had Kimpembe? Yeah, probably. Not much I could do about it now because I've just submitted all my fodder into the 90 plus icon player pick, which of course is going to be one of 3, and it's like Trophy Titans, Team of the Year, Prime. What else is there? I'm missing another one. Foot Birthday, that sort of thing. So we'll see what we can get. As I have submitted some squads, I will get that open for you before we even get stuck into any more Foot Champs. So here's my daily login pack. I don't think we get rewarded again for the daily login for another couple of days, another day or so maybe. Maybe it's tonight, I'm not sure. But I've not missed a day, so we should be fairly soon when we get our Serie A 8-player pack or 11-player pack, whatever it is. I decided to spend 75,000 coins on these Serie A player picks because if you hit a TOTS or something, you're probably making your money back. And I hit an 87 Mike Maignan right there. A couple of them haven't been that great. I'd love to hit a blue, though. Can we make that happen? A nice big player pool. You know what? An 88's not too bad. And again, it cuts that 75k down to a lot less. And then an 84 Handanovic. Unfortunately for me today, it hasn't worked out. Like, I haven't packed a Dybala or a Di Maria or something from it, but it is what it is. We're going to say goodbye to Thuram and Pirlo in this pack, in this SBC, this requirement, I guess. 2 players I don't find myself using anymore, and help me get the rating up for this icon SBC, because I figured I could probably just about do it. I knew that there was going to have to be sacrifices from some part of the club, and the next squad is particularly difficult to look at, but I can't say them players are any good. Guerrero, I didn't like. The French guy who we just unlocked was rubbish for me. I didn't really like him at all, so I'm getting rid of him. And then a couple of Foot Birthdays, which, let's face it, there's a better Rabiot out there, and I haven't used Pedro in a long time. So this is what I got in my 1 of 3. Oh my God, Matthias. I didn't really know how to react, because obviously that 90 Xavi is about as bad as it could be. Baresi, as bad as it can be. But you know what? I will take Matthias. I will take him because he's worth way more than the SBC costs. He's the prime, so there's, I think, one better version of him, and that's the Foot Birthday. And then I think people pay a little bit more for the 92 version because it's got the World Cup one, because it's got a dynamic image. And I'm not going to lie, I wish I got one with a dynamic image. But Prime Matthias, I think that's a dub. I think it's a dub. What do you think? Please let me know in in the comments below. I mean, it's an icon at this stage of the game, right? I think Tots are probably a bit better, but to have him as the DM running around doing his thing with Kevin De Bruyne next to him, and at the moment I've put Zidane in to go to this 4-3-2-1, so that I've got 3 sort of proper attackers and 3 proper midfielders. We'll see how it goes, but we're 1-1, aren't we? After yesterday's episode, so let's get another few games under our belt now. I need to preface this this whole section, and this is the greatest game of all time, by the way. This one right here, not FIFA 23, but this game right here, where I get a 1-0 win after 8 minutes. I much appreciate you, because that is a little bit of stress off my mind. But I need to preface this by saying, I tweeted it out, right? I don't think the game has felt very good since Tots at all. Like, we've got all of these crazy players with, like, nutty dribbling and crazy pace and everything like that. And I think it feels like week 1 gold players all over again. I don't know. I don't know whether it's just because there's a lot of people on the servers and I'm playing during busy times and stuff like that. But I'm finding it, right, where I don't get a touch on the ball very long because my opponent has some crazy high press. And I should probably do the same thing. And I think I probably will make some tactics for just some high press, because it seems that people don't get, like, out of stamina anymore. And that's what I need to do. So I will work on that, don't you worry. And also, I claim to be a pretty bad FIFA player. So in no way is this any sort of mad excuse that I'm off, that the game is rigging me. But I just feel like my players should feel better than they are. This Tammy Abraham is about the best player on the game for me right now. For some reason, he feels nice. Lewandowski's gone a bit off. Feels a bit clunky, a bit heavy, and a bit meh again. When he's been killing it for me the last week. You know, my midfielders, Kevin De Bruyne feels like a truck sometimes. Can't move, can't turn. I feel like I'm pressing to do, like, step overs and it just doesn't register. And then my players are just sort of stuttering there and I'm getting the ball grabbed off me. I don't know what it is. I don't want to constantly moan, but it's just not a great experience right now. And it's tough. It's tough. Maybe I need to get some actual custom tactics that aren't necessarily from a pro who's really good at the game and can use them well, but just some, like, solid tactics for an average FIFA player like myself. Maybe that's really what I need, and then just try and use and abuse the players that I've got in the right areas to make stuff happen. Back to basics almost. Try and ride out this crazy high press that everyone plays against me by maybe matching it. I like to play quite quick on this game, but then it feels like when things don't register, that it goes quite slow. And that might be part of my problem. Anyway, enough talk about that. Let's get into the actual gameplay of what's happening and stuff. It is pretty much your classic lasty weekend league kind of thing. This game right here, I was up against someone with a particularly nice attack, and he knew how to score goals with them as well. However, you know, that's quite a nice goal and quite a nice finish there from Jarzinho. I'm pretty sure I was trying to do the L1 heel to heel, like the heel to ball roll thing, but it just didn't register. Maybe, I mean, I need my finger to be on the L1 button for that to actually happen. But yeah, I lose 4-2 to this possession wielding, five at the back, just like meh. don't enjoy playing against it kind of guy. And then we go into the next one. Now I have to say, I'm not being harsh at all to this person, but I could tell from the first couple of minutes, right, that this was not a great FIFA player. And by that I mean probably on about the same level as me, maybe a little bit worse than me. This was not a high level, really fast paced, super meta abusing game. This was two people having a little game of FIFA, and everything I was hitting was not going in. I finally go 1-0 down. I get the equaliser, and I kind of felt like I was always going to win this match. But it just didn't quite register the way that I wanted it to. And as you can see, at half-time, I've had more of the ball, way more shots, loads of XG, but I'm 2-1 up. And it nearly got to the fact where it went 2-2. It took a little bit of a sort of meh kind of finish there from Royce to make it 3-1. All in all, just wasn't the most convincing of performances to get a dub. So if that guy had, you know, Division 1 or Elite Division experience, I'd have lost like 7-0. That's just how it is. And I think I'm finding that with some of these games that I'm going into right now. 1-0 down. Can we make it 1-1? Well, Kevin De Bruyne is through on goal. He just whips it into Jarzinho. Hey, that was quite nice. I'm curious as to where like Lewandowski is in that situation though. Wondering why he's not like right up the pitch all the time. Got to make those runs lower if you're gonna score the goals and stay in the team. But De Bruyne and Jarzinho in this one were the ones that were basically killing it for me. Managed to get them clicking. Still only had 40% of the ball, but it's fine, you know. We're 2-2, right? We'll see if we can make something happen in this one, get a late winner or something. But clearly, this is two people that are going toe-to-toe, getting equalised on each other and scoring lots of goals. And it was at this moment right here when things went from bad to worse, because I'd kind of kept up with him, hadn't I? But now I'm 4-2 down. So I made some changes. I went sort of like on my all-out attack mode, which actually is a 4-3-2-1. Brought some subs on, and within just a couple of minutes, like it had paid off. We're back in it, 4-4. When did he score his fourth goal? Like 75 minutes. Only a couple FIFA minutes later, we're 4-4, and then right last kick of the game. Look at this. So I can't believe he hasn't taken a shot in that sequence. I'm pretty sure I've pressed it, but I somehow get so lucky. Ball falls back to me, and I get the winner right at the end. Literally like last kick of the game. So I feel bad for that guy. He did message me saying it was all scripting afterwards, and yeah, you can feel that way if you like. But I did feel lucky to get the dub in that one. There hasn't been many games where I've won this week where I felt like, yeah, I super deserved that. But a lot of the games I've lost, I felt like, yeah, I really deserve to lose that one. That guy is so much better than me. That's what I need to try and get my head around. But anyway, 2-0 down, unfortunately, in this next one. He was just a very good player, way better than me. Used and abused his players in just better situations than I had. You know, look at the stats. 8 shots in 37 minutes. I'd have nothing, not a sniff on goal. Of course, I'm going to quit at 3-0 down in that one. Now we've got to try and get past 95 Marquinhos, 96 Van Dijk. He brought on a lone Salah and a couple of other loans, I think. Just poor goalkeeper movement from me right there. And I'm 1-0 down. Like, this game's not going to go well either. We're going to lose this one as well. Something about my defending. It's always been my weakest point in my game, but am I best to just, like, maybe if you guys know a little bit more about defending and stuff, am I best to just try and grab my CDM and, like, run around with him and just almost like the AI defend? Because I grab my centre-back there, try and manoeuvre him correctly, but actually all I do is move it around the player and Mbappe runs through. I feel like I'm trying to play the game correctly, but I'm doing it incorrectly. Any help in the comments would be greatly appreciated. I think that was the moment where my console went off, and I think my controller took a little trip over to the other side of the room. But that was enough for me for the day. And I've actually still got all the rest of the games to go. I think we've got 11 games to go. I'm 5-4. So it's not absolutely catastrophic and horrific, but it could certainly be a lot better. Mateus feels all right in the CDM role. Quite glad that we've packed him today. It's quite a big pull at 700 or 800,000 coins, to be fair. Who did you get if you've done the icon player pick? I'm curious to know. And are changes needed in this team? Do we need to bring different people in order to secure 11 wins? Are we going to bottle it again and only get 9 wins? Are we going to just give up at 6 wins? Who knows? That's a tomorrow problem. So that's what you'll see tomorrow. I look forward to sharing it with you then. I look forward to seeing you guys then. Do me a small favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you feel my pain, then help show the support. Subscribe as well to the channel if you're new. Cheers. And follow me on social media. The links are down below. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, the Elgato link is down below as well. Go and check them out, because literally without them, I don't know how I'd be making content. I absolutely love their products. Take it easy. See you tomorrow. Peace.